Hi, hello and welcome back to my channel of an everyday life of an Aspie. So this one's going to be about grief and loss, obviously just to raise awareness and understanding. And as we know, sometimes when it comes down to grief and loss, it can be a real difficult time for many of us when we lose a loved one that we cherish about hearsay. And I feel that with these
misconceptions about grief and loss, I'm here today to debunk some of the misconceptions about grief and loss today for you guys, so that we can gain a better understanding about this as for many other mental health topics versus just the general health and misconceptions. We need to distinguish, as a question to you guys, can you tell the difference between a mental health myth, fact, and myth that comes about? So come and join me right now and learn more about what to come with this.
Hopefully we can just a heads up before I continue on this footage, go hand in hand
with grieving pet peeves that I'm going to share with the myths and misconceptions with you guys today.
So any grieving pet peeves is just basically, number one is for the myths and misconceptions is pain will go away faster if you ignore it. That's one of my pet peeves. And another one is just, you know, for people that don't look like that, they're strong, and that when after the grieving or during the grieving process and that. Another one that really irks me, especially since this is in the myths and misconception part of it, is if you don't cry, it means you aren't sorry about the loss that you lost. That really irks me. That's one of them. Moving on with your life means forgetting about your loss. Okay, I want to bring in about some facts here with this myth, hopeful. So the first one is the pain will go away faster if you ignore it. The fact is, if we choose to ignore the pain, it will keep it from resurfacing. It will definitely make it worse in the long run. We need to face grief basically head on and deal with it there and then. 2, it's important to be strong in the face of our. It's normal to feel sad, angry, frightened, or lonely in this point of time. Crying doesn't make us weak, you know. Showing our real and true feelings can help them and ourselves. Them meaning the people that are actually maybe grieving with us. Number 3, if you don't cry, it means you aren't sorry about the loss. Fact is, as I said before so many times before this, is crying is a normal response to sadness, but it's not the only one, okay? The one who don't cry may feel deeper kind of feelings, emotions through the grief process. You may feel something really stronger than us, yet they have other ways of maybe showing their way of coping with grief. 4, grieving should take a year. This could be a pet peeve for some people, you know, hearsay. Last but not least of the 5 myths and misconceptions I could think of was moving on with your life means forgetting about your loss. So that's also, like I said, a pet peeve, as well as most of them will come into it. And the fact is, on this reality, is moving on, accepting your loss is important, obviously, but not the same as forgetting. Okay, so while you're moving on, it's not like you're forgetting. You can move on with life for sure and keep the memory of someone or something as important as a part of you. The memories can become more integral to defining who and what we are as a person, or to the people who we are as a person.
Also, in saying this, don't forget that I have got a merch store that I'm trying to hopefully add a bit more style designs in the next 2 months or so, to hopefully help with extra funding, along with the crowdfunding page of basically the Patreon account. For those of you who are new today, Patreon is like a subsidy account for us creators, be it music creators, content creators that are doing mental health, or water form it is that they're using as a form of the platform on YouTube, Twitch, or wherever else they may likely to fly about. Basically a bit about giving back to you guys when you do support. So if you feel to donate to me, big or small, no pressure basically, but it'd be much appreciated if you did. But hey, this will cover my cost of my rent, the travel when I do some more traveling with Aspie series, or just traveling in general if I decide in the near future to meet you guys below down that. I've got some projects in the works that I'm still hoping that if anyone wants to participate for project number 1 of the Journey Through the Mind series that you may have seen, Lydia, who was the first participant from Life with Lydia, basically sharing her life story. So I'm hoping to do short blurts of documentary style stories basically based on this. And in saying this, basically, if you want to be on the bandwagon in any way for that, feel free to comment below. As well as saying this, the second project of it was supposed to be an icebreaker for you guys, just to answer a series of questions. And if you do decide to come back for the second part of that Journey Through the Mind series to be a more depth storyline, please feel free, because I'm hoping later today, if all goes to plan, and I'm hoping to maybe get someone on the side to maybe animate them a bit about giving back to you guys when you do support. So if you feel to donate to me, big or small, no pressure basically, but it'd be much appreciated if you did. But hey, this will cover my cost of my rent, the travel when I do some more traveling with Aspie series, or just traveling in general if I decide in the near future to meet you guys below down that. I've got some projects in the works that I'm still hoping that if anyone wants to participate for project number 1 of the Journey Through the Mind series that you may have seen, Lydia, who was the first participant from Life with Lydia, basically sharing her life story. So I'm hoping to do short blurts of documentary style stories basically based on this. And in saying this, basically, if you want to be on the bandwagon in any way for that, feel free to comment below. As well as saying this, the second project of it was supposed to be an icebreaker for you guys, just to answer a series of questions. And if you do decide to come back for the second part of that Journey Through the Mind series to be a more depth storyline, please feel free, because I'm hoping later today, if all goes to plan, and I'm hoping to maybe get someone on the side to maybe animate them. There's also just a heads up, basically, I was hoping in the works later today to do a second part of my book that I did based on my life of an Aspie, looking through the life of Aspergers Syndrome or something along those. I'll link the link in the description below based on that as well, so that if any one of you that are maybe autistic and are from the autistic community groups and you are interested in participating, let me know, so that maybe we can get the ball rolling and get the short stories done and up as well as a third part of my book series, because I'm still thinking that there are certain topics I may have not touched base on from the first part of my book of the Journey Through Life with Aspergers Syndrome of mine. I'm also saying this also, I'm trying to get my blog up to date so I can create it as a website hopefully as of before next year, because that's my main goal. I'm still looking for someone who is willing to actually maybe help me design it from WordPress, to actually put this web address in and stuff and tidy it up, so that we can actually put other bits and pieces in that you may want to see on there, so to speak, if you've seen it, sort of thing. You know, hopefully you're enjoying some of the read-ups of what I write, even though it's similar to what I share with you guys of certain videos I may have put out, sort of thing. So it's easier for you guys when you come onto my WordPress site, that if you're a visual person as like a reader person, some of it is similar, but it should hopefully have some bits and pieces. And also in saying this, I'm at this point of time been away for a few times too, because of the subtitling I'm doing. But hopefully you enjoyed this video, and do what you love what you do. Until next time, I'll see you again soon. Ciao for now.